Hi everyone, I'm Elspeth Rollert, Chief Marketing Officer for the Stagwell Marketing Cloud, wearing a little Los Angeles Rams bling today during this interview with Jen Prince, who's the Chief Commercial Officer for the LA Rams. We're coming to you from Stagwell's content studio at CES on the Las Vegas convention floor. Now, earlier this season, the Los Angeles Rams launched with Around, an augmented reality experience that brings fans together and into the action like never before. Around is a product within the Stagwell Marketing Cloud, and we were so very happy to launch it with the Rams this past season. Which leads me to my first question, Jen. So the Rams came together to launch Around and lean into the augmented reality product. Can you tell us a bit about your early conversations around bringing shared augmented reality to the Rams and what you and the team were hoping to achieve?
Yes, thank you so much. So we have been watching Stagwell and a lot of the innovation, and we have been attracted to Around because when we think about a second season with fans in stands, because of the pandemic, the first season were no fans, they played.
Right.
And then we just had our second season of fans being in the stands. We need to think about how do we capture attention and create surprise and delight and immersive experiences and fan engagement, right? These are all the things that we think about. And each season you want to bring something new and you want to build upon all of the strength you have with technology and innovation. And when we play at SoFi Stadium, which is a state-of-the-art stadium, it's new, it has the most incredible technologies, capabilities, and innovations, we continue to pull levers of like where we can continue to grow, how we are interacting with fans as it relates to technology and innovation. And so Around really stood out to us as a great opportunity for us to create an experience not only for those in SoFi Stadium, because when you pull out the Around app, which we prompt you to do from our large infinity screen, which is 80,000 square feet and 2 million pounds and massive double-sided, we prompt folks to go there from the stands, right? And SoFi can have 74,000 fans there for a game. But we also created that choose your own adventure for those who are at home or away from SoFi. And so when you go into the app, you get to choose your own adventure. And if you're home, you still, as a fan or a prospective fan, can play with what is SoFi Stadium. You see it, you feel it, you can hear it, and then you can see layered on top of what's in real life, whether you're there or not.
Absolutely.
So season to season, we just think about what's next. How do we layer? How do we build upon the strength of our technology stack ourselves and innovation, and just how do we create those touch points?
So I want to stay on that point around technology and innovation. So the Rams are league leaders when it comes to tech adoption and game day integration, as you just spoke about. What role does technology play in your current commercial strategy?
Yeah.
And how do you see that evolving in 2023 and beyond?
Yeah. So for us, it's commercially partnering with not only brands where we like to partner with purpose. We have about 90 partners, and that fall into different categories and types of partners. And we really handhold each one and personalize each partnership, because at the core value of what the company represents and the brand represents, and then what the Los Angeles Rams represents, there has to be an organic match. It has to be authentic.
That's how it really comes to life.
That's how it becomes a partnership, not just a sponsorship.
Going back to SoFi and the stadium, it's equipped with state-of-the-art technology. We talked about the infinity screen that wraps around the whole stadium that really allows for immersive experiences for fans. Jen, you've said in the past that some of the real estate around the stadium is at play for creating exciting experiences for marketers as well.
Yeah.
So everything, you just talked about that outside of the stadium. And I'm curious, can you talk a little bit more about your plans for leveraging outside spaces to extend the game day experience?
Yes. So when we think about the customer journey and arriving at SoFi, if you are someone who is fortunate enough to be coming to the game, it's everything from getting there to parking to walking to wayfinding to how the building looks architecturally, which needs no help at all. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It is beautiful. But then we have an IPTV, a connected television network, where we have 3,500 TV screens that are throughout the SoFi Stadium and kind of nearby areas. So that creates content opportunities, marketing opportunities, but also how we can reach fans, an opportunity to reach them before they even get into the building. And then when they're in the building, everything from how they're getting in to American Airlines Plaza, where there are activations with Porsche and Verizon and all different types of activations. It's really important for us to think about what's next in that fan and how they get there. And so we are trying to track the customer journey. We're using some technologies to do so, and we're creating new ways of surprising and delighting and getting fans engaged. So the outside, there's a lot of potential with either using third parties or capitalizing on the technology that already exists within Hollywood Park and SoFi. So Hollywood Park is a huge district. Yeah. SoFi Stadium is in that district. And there will be retail and restaurants all opening. And so it's going to create more touch points for the consumer before they get into the stadium. But once they're in the stadium, that video screen, just going back to it, we are running film trailers. We're working with gaming companies to launch, games. We're doing a lot with content and storytelling on that big screen. And it's really done an incredible job of entertaining our fans as part of the journey in between football moments.
Well, that kind of gets into my next question, which is, so how do you think about leveraging, in your role as the Chief Commercial Officer, leveraging new technologies like Around and others to not only enhance the experience at games, but to help attract new sponsors and expand existing sponsor engagements?
Yes. So I would say the example of SoFi surrounding and being the entitlement partner of AR and Around, right, was one example of many. But once again, when we are partnering with purpose and bringing in technologies, more assets, creating holistic solutions, we're thinking about the partner and how they want to reach their next best customer, who's our fan base or our future fan, in tandem with who they're trying to reach. And so it's thinking about new technologies like Around. We're doing a good job of working with technologies like Mesh, which is helping with foot traffic and activation traffic and time of day and how many people and when the certain moments of peak activity are around these activations, like I talked about, for example, in American Airlines Plaza, walking by, Nickelodeon just did a slime dunk machine. We can see when it was busy, when it wasn't, and learn from that to create some measurement for in real life. And then we're thinking about how do we oversee the customer journey and understand when people get in the building, do they need offers, do they need coupons, what's going to surprise and delight them, how do they get access? So we're working with other technology partners like Lava to help us there, and that's a way that we can have sponsors and brands in the Lava kind of consumer journey path, so that if they're walking by the merch store, they can maybe get a $5 off coupon or a gift with purchase. And so we're thinking of partners who would want to be a part of all of these new technologies and ways that we're tracking our fan, because it really is a joint goal and objective for why brands want to work with us. Right. And so we're just always coming up with new creative ways of creating solutions and new assets and new platforms. And so I would say Draft is one last example there, which is where we took Draft, where the Rams had no top picks, and we created a content moment with On the Clock, which last draft was a heist film about how we stole the draft. We had no top draft picks, however, we stole the draft, and it had the front office acting in it, we had football players acting in it, and our players and coaches and ownership. We wove 12 different partners organically into this mini movie. And so there are ways that we're thinking about partners, and so getting to new partners, new categories. We're very centered around media and entertainment as one unique way that an NFL team is going to market, and so we have someone dedicated to media and entertainment to call on movie studios, TV networks, streaming, gaming. So we're just trying to do things differently and capitalize on the moment and bring new solutions to market.
It's smart, it's relevant, it's contextual to the moment, to the team. I want to shift gears a little bit. So, we are at CES. Want to kind of get your opinion, pick your brain, if you will, on what trends do you currently see in marketing and brand technology spaces that you think will continue to grow in 2023? And is there anything here that has kind of spurred your ideas or made you think a little bit differently?
Yeah, so we have a small group of us executives that are here at CES, and we're not only going to meet with prospective partners and partners who are here. So you think about the Infinity screen, it is a Samsung Infinity screen, right? So we have a lot of partners who are here. So first, it's human connection, being back at CES and actually running around and feeling great.
Seeing people in real life.
Seeing people in real life. Yes, forget AR for just that moment in real life.
Right.
But also thinking about what's possible. And so for us, it's partners, thinking about their business, and a lot of this building is filled with partners.
Right.
And then it's also seeing new technologies, we're going to see MSG Sphere, and we have tons of friends who are working over there, and we want to get a tour to see the state-of-the-art technology that they're going to bring to life in a new stadium. Yeah. We also are hyper-focused on AR, fan experience, right, measurement, AI, and just anything that can help us understand more about our own business, yep, and that can help supplement where we can get smarter and more creative with how we are thinking about the experience of game day off-season 365, because fans never sleep, they don't take breaks, and we need to reach them at all moments.
All right, I want to close out with one last question, and it's really around, obviously you've been very successful in your career and have such a prestigious role with the Rams, and the way you look at the world is really helpful to hear, and I'm curious, what advice do you have for a marketing leader who wants to start pushing boundaries with their brand experiences, but isn't sure where to start, but knows something new, different needs to happen?
Yes. So one, I feel like if you don't have the skill set, the experience, the drive, and the risk-taking ability inside of the team or the resources that you have, think about third parties who can help you get there. I think testing, learning, investing, and iterating. So not everyone has unlimited funds to do something that is untested, right, uncharted territory, right, where you don't know where to go. But I think if you can carve out a small percentage of budget as a test and learn and experiment and iterate budget, I think it really makes sense. So I think just reaching for third parties and individuals who can help, or create some kind of a special experiment or contest within the building, right? So if you have 150 employees and you want to do something different, getting to everyone to survey them on, like, we're thinking about doing something, we're not sure what the hook or the idea is, and we need to understand the why. But once we get by the why, we need ideas, and actually survey other smart individuals who are in the building, not just the marketing team, not just the brand experience team, but thinking outside and build consensus, and then everyone feels a part of that. So when I worked at Google, they had this 20% project where people got to work on outside projects. I think that Around was birthed from some kind of a Shark Tank contest within,
exactly,
right? It won
yes,
innovation. So I think doing something that helps, even on, hey, if we're gonna show up grassroots at a conference, in a city, in a neighborhood, or we're gonna do something, at a larger scale, like, just get ideas from within. So I think that's how I would approach it. But I think that you don't just want the headline and the sizzle of the press to do what's fresh and new. You want something that's going to resonate, that has the why, and that, like, ladders back to your objectives. So everyone's thinking about 2023 right now. I think it's a great creative time to think, what can we do that pushes the limits, right, that creates noise, but that has meaningful impact potentially if we experiment, iterate, and try.
Incredible, incredible. Well, Jen, thank you so much for being here,
for having me.
And thank you for working with us at Around and the Stagwell Marketing Cloud.
Of course, we appreciate the partnership.
And we're excited to continue in 2023 and beyond.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.